Gurbaksh Chahal was once named America's most eligible bachelor. Now it'll be 6 months before he's eligible for release. Walking into court in San Francisco today, the millionaire tech mogul had every hope of avoiding jail time. He'd been fighting the domestic violence charges for years. KPIX 5's Melissa Caen was at the Hall of Justice when his luck finally ran out. Melissa?
Yeah, Liz, the tech millionaire cried as he begged the judge not to send him to jail. But she didn't budge, and in the end, he was led out of the courtroom in handcuffs. Are you sorry for what you did, sir? Gurbaksh Chahal didn't answer me, but he told the judge he was sorry, and he begged for leniency. He was found guilty of assaulting a woman in 2013 in his San Francisco penthouse. It's a place he had proudly showed off for newspapers and TV cameras, but where later a video showed him hitting a woman more than 100 times in 30 minutes. Beverly Upton is the executive director of the San Francisco Domestic Violence Consortium. She was not moved by Chahal's plea for mercy today.
Well, I'm sure his victims begged for mercy. 113 times slapping, kicking, biting somebody. You don't think they asked him to stop? Where was their mercy?
Chahal only got probation for that first crime because the video of the beating was not allowed in as evidence and the victim refused to testify. But just 5 months later, he again assaulted a woman in his home, kicking her nearly a dozen times. And that was a violation of his probation, and that's why he now has to go to jail for a year. In a tearful statement to the court, Chahal asked for house arrest, but the judge pointed out that both of his crimes happened in his home. She also noted that in his statement, he didn't mention his victims at all.
He's still not taking accountability.
I'm disappointed by the judge's rulings. Not even his new attorney, Robert Shapiro, who helped to defend O.J. Simpson, could convince the judge that Chahal should not go to jail today. So he was cuffed and led away, and he'll have to serve at least 6 months of his one-year sentence. And as for his tears?
I'm sure the victims had more tears. I have none.
Now, this case has dragged on for at least 5 years now, and during that time, Chahal has taken some steps to try to avoid the jail time that he's now being forced to serve.
Yeah, Melissa, this is a big fall for a man who used to be living the high life.
Yeah, by the time he was in his mid-20s, he was already worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and he spent it like someone in their mid-20s would. He had a Lamborghini, he had a Bentley, he was named one of America's most eligible bachelors, as we pointed out, and he lived in a big, lavish penthouse in San Francisco. But tonight he's sleeping in the big house, and that has got to feel very different.